I'm curious for you, when you approach a business, how do you go about valuation? And is there a specific valuation you look for?
Yeah. So typically, typically in small businesses, we're going between a 2 and a 4x of SDE, which stands for Seller Discretionary Earnings, which is basically the total cash flow that's coming to that owner. Now, it's different than net profit. It's different than EBITDA. And this is for companies that are typically less than $1 million a year in cash flow, right? So these are your smaller companies, and you're gonna go from a 2x to a 4x. Now, a 2x company is going to be a company where the owner's doing almost all the work, right? We all know these types of companies is pretty much you got your main guy. He's maybe got a couple assistants, but he's doing the sales. He's doing the marketing. He's the guy running everything. He's working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. The reason why that's a 2X is because if I buy that company, I have to either buy the job and do what he's
Yeah.
doing, or I have to go out there and find someone to replace him, which then cuts into my cash flow. And so
Hmm.
that's a less valuable business. On the other side, if you're a 4X business, think of it almost like turnkey. There's a GM who's running the day to day. It's got a great team, great systems and processes. The owner currently is working 5, 10 hours a week. He comes in, he checks on people. Maybe he does some like he does works on some big picture stuff. With that type of company, I can buy it and easily just switch in and out for what he's doing. And everything stays
Right.
the same on the day to day. So typically 2 to 4X the
Okay.
SDE. Now, SDE, like I said, is cash flow. It's all the stuff that the owner was using the business for as a kind of like his
Sure.
personal piggy bank. So if he was
Yeah.
taking money from the business to go and buy lease a car, go on vacation, go out
Yeah.
and go to the movies, all that gets added back in, called it add back, gets all
Hmm.
added back into a number that says this is the total compensation the owner truly had. And then you take that and you would use it between a 2 and a 4X typically. Now, there are certain industries like accounting, going back to why I like accounting firms, where it's not priced off 2 to 4x SDE. It's priced off the previous year's revenue, is how they get their valuation. So an accounting firm that did $1 million last year is priced around $1 million. And typically, accounting firms in that size are doing between 40 and 50% profit margin.
Okay.
And
Nice.
so now, if you're looking at it, if you're going to go buy, if you had $1 million purchase, one's an accounting firm and one's a plumbing company. The accounting firm, I can for that million, I'm probably going to get $400,000 to $500,000 cash flow, right?
Hmm.
Where that plumbing company, I'm probably getting around $250,000 worth of
Yeah.
cash flow, right? So that's why more bang for your buck as you're looking at this.